Squiz Kids acknowledges the traditional owners of the lands on which we podcast, the Turrbal and Kombumerri people.
Squiz Kids!
It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Hello, fabulous Squiz Kids listeners, and welcome to the Kids vs. Adults weekly news Squiz. Your chance to see who's had their listening ears on and been paying the most attention to the week that just was. I'm Christy Hijarina. All week in the Squiz Kids Today podcast, we've been bringing you the big news stories run through our kid-friendly filter to make sure you know all you need to know about the world around you. Now it's time to test how much of the week's news you've retained and in the process, see who's smarter, kids or adults. Plus, of course, because it's a Friday, we've got all today's birthday shout-outs and all the shout-outs for the weekend coming, including the birthday reggae tune, because it wouldn't be Friday without it. Here's how the quiz works. 5 questions for kids about the weekend news, then 5 questions for adults. Whoever answers the most correct questions wins. Easy peasy. You ready? Let's do this. All right, kids, here are your 5 questions. Question number 1. Fat Bear Week has crowned its champion. This winning bear's name might make you think that she'd rather munch on grass than gobble up some salmon. Who is this furry food-loving queen? Her name is Grazer. Question number 2. Which normally sunny southern US state is now on cleanup duty after Hurricane Milton swept through yesterday? That peninsula state is Florida. We're thinking of you, Florida. Question number 3. A super fancy award ceremony is happening this week in Stockholm in Sweden, where people get prizes for things like physics, medicine, and even a World Peace Prize. What is the name of this famous event where you'd have to be quite noble to win? Did you get the hint? It's the Nobel Prizes. Question number 4. Spider fans in Colorado are going wild this week over a thick-bodied, hairy-legged arachnid. What's the name of these 8-legged creatures? And I'll give you a clue. It starts with a T and it rhymes with hula. Did you say tarantula? You'd be right. Question number 5, last question for you kids this week. A Guinness World Record was set for a blindfolded speed run in Super Mario 64. Which legendary gaming company, also behind Zelda and Pokemon, created Mario and his adventures? Of course, the answer is Nintendo. How did you go, kids? How many did you get right out of 5? Reckon you're going to beat the adults? Yeah, I reckon so too. All right, adults, now it's your turn. Fire up that old grey matter. Here we go. Question number 1. The kids told us that the Nobel Prizes, which were founded by Alfred Nobel, are happening in Sweden this week. What other explosive invention is Alfred Nobel famous for? Did you know this one? He invented dynamite. Question number 2. The Prime Minister apologised this week after making an unkind and insensitive comment about an opposition member comparing their behaviour to which medical condition known for causing involuntary muscular tics and unwanted sounds? Well done if you knew that condition is Tourette's syndrome. Question number 3. This week, a former First Lady released her autobiography, sharing details about her life and time in the White House alongside her high-profile real estate mogul husband. Who is she? I'm sure it'll be an interesting read. It's Melania Trump. Question number 4. Which legendary 90s Brit band announced this week that they are adding Australian dates to their much-hyped reunion tour? Well done if you knew that Oasis are coming to Australia. Question number 5 and final one for you adults. The US Disaster Response Organisation, FEMA, hit back at Donald Trump and his supporters this week for spreading false information about the hurricane relief efforts. What does FEMA stand for? I'll give you some to choose from. Is it A, Federal Emergency Management Agency? Is it B, Federal Environmental Monitoring Association? Or is it C, Floods, Earthquake and Mop Assistance? Well done, adults. If you knew it was A, Federal Emergency Management Agency. How did you go, adults? How many did you get right? Did you beat the kids? Who won bragging rights this week? If you've missed any of these cool news stories throughout the week and you want to refresh your memory, all this week's Squiz Kids episodes are available for a re-listen wherever you get your podcasts. That's the end of the quiz, which means that now it's time for...
Shout outs.
It's Friday, October 11. I'm so excited because it's World Egg Day. Whether you like yours scrambled, hard-boiled, poached or fried, today is the day to get an egg into you. I wonder when World Chicken Day is and which one came first. Today is also a special day for these Squiz Kids celebrating a birthday today and over the coming weekend. And because it's a Friday, let's crack out the old birthday reggae tune. Hit it. It's a very happy birthday to Cam and Harley from Vermont South, Lewis, Hunter and Jarvie from Yass, Daniela and Lucas from Lura, Audrey from Keppel Sands, Owen from Mount Waverley, Devon from Oran Park, Alexander from Pitt Town, Hudson from Adelaide and Hudson from West Footscray, Annie from Bethanga, Maddie and Triton from Cannon Hill, Oscar from Gyra, Arslan from Croydon, Flynn from Forest Hill, Nolene from Leppington and Imogen from Fassifern. Well, that's all we have time for. I hope you're enjoying these quizzes. Don't forget there'll be a new one dropping first thing every Friday morning, and the best bit, they're absolutely free. Just as all our other content is free too. We're talking Squiz Kids Today news podcasts on Monday, Wednesdays and Thursdays, a Squiz Kids shortcut or a Squiz the World every Tuesday, and for all the teachers out there, there's a Classroom Companion. Our teacher-produced classroom activity sheets, curriculum aligned and tied to the daily news podcast on Mondays, and whose entire back catalogue is able to be searched via our website. Genius! Check it all out at squizkids.com.au or simply subscribe to Squiz Kids in your favourite podcasting app and all this audio content will magically appear. For now though, this is Christy Kijarina signing off and reminding you all to get out there and have a most excellent day. Over and out.